This is an ABC News special report. Deadly church shooting. Tragedy in Charleston.
And good morning, I'm Amy Robach. We are interrupting your regular programming for breaking news in that deadly church shooting in Charleston, South Carolina. We have just learned the suspect, 21-year-old Dylann Roof, has been caught in North Carolina. Attorney General Loretta Lynch confirms he is now in police custody. Police say Roof walked into the historic Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston last night, sat down for nearly an hour at a Bible study there, and then opened fire, killing 9 people, 6 women and 3 men, including the church's pastor, Clementa Pinckney, who is also a prominent state senator. We want to bring in ABC News consultant and former FBI Special Agent Brad Garrett. Brad, we talked earlier this morning. You predicted this was going to be a quick search.
And the reason why, Amy, is that he did everything straightforward, didn't disguise himself. They had great surveillance photographs of him, left a witness alive that could ID him so she could spread the word that he's the shooter. And then he's found a short time later. I guess I'm glad that he was taken into custody. I'm hoping without any violence occurring. But now maybe we'll get a better picture as to what his mindset was.
21 years old, looked as though he wanted to be caught, left a witness behind, those pictures everywhere. How do you think police tracked him all the way to North Carolina?
Well, think about this. They had a tag number, I think in short order before they told us. They knew who he was. You get the word out. So literally law enforcement, city, county, state have his tag number, car description, and ID of him. You could only go down so many roads if you're still in the car. So my guess is they probably did a car stop or surprised him at a particular location.
All right, Brad Garrett with the latest in D.C. We're going to return everyone out of their regular programming, except in the West, where GMA continues. President Obama will be speaking on this topic shortly. We will be back with you for that, and there will be a complete wrap-up on today's events tonight on World News Tonight with David Muir, and you can get any of the latest details from abcnews.com. I'm Amy Robach in New York. Have a great day.
This has been a special report from...
Okay, and that's where I'm going to leave it with. Hello, everyone. This is Jonathan Riley from mythoughtson channel. And as many of you may have already learned, there has been a horrific shooting at a Charlestown church where 9 people were killed by a young man by the name of Daniel Storm Roof. Apparently, please excuse me, my neighbor is blasting his music. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you might throughout this broadcast. But I mean, he's just going all out. You might have heard that this young man actually went to the church during a Bible study meeting and sat there. I mean, I know this is not funny, but I just can't believe that someone would be so cold and calculated. Sat there for about an hour with the people that he was about to kill. Now, this was a primarily black church, and I don't know if there was other white parishioners there. All the people he killed were black. I'm just wondering if the parishioners looked at this guy. I'm assuming he has never been to the church before. When someone walks in, not just because he's white, but because you don't know him. I mean, he's never been to the church before, and you got this white boy sitting there, and his pockets have got to be bulging or something because he had a gun or whatever on him. And you're just looking at. I just wonder what kind of looks Mr. Roof got while he was sitting there with this Bible study group. And of course, without warning, he jumps up and just starts firing at everybody, killing 3 men and 6 women, including the pastor, who you heard from the broadcaster, was also a well-known senator in Charleston. And my thoughts on this is race. I mean, this has got to be racially motivated. You've heard about these white boys going up in Columbine, shooting up schools, shooting up movie theaters, shooting up any place where there's a mass crowd of people. But this is a unique case because this one white boy went into an all black church and shot all black people. This is the first instance of that. And the only thing I can think of with an action like that is he had something against black people. I mean, that's my thought on it. You don't have to be an FBI agent to come to that conclusion. You can disagree with that conclusion, but that's not it. The social media, of course, most people have condemned this and this is wrong and this is dirty, but I went to this guy's Facebook page and there's really nothing that spectacular or threatening on there. But I did notice that there is a campaign for this young man, a Justice for Dylann Roof community has started on Facebook. And I also saw a tweet where it says, let's not try him in the court of public opinion, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And I totally agree with that. But when you have video footage of the guy walking in there and then he gets caught several hours later, it's kind of and you have an eyewitness, it's kind of a pretty open and shut case. And these comments and communities are being formed by white people. Let's be honest. There's no Asian person or no American Indian or no Native American or no Latino person that is starting a Justice for Daniel Roof community. All of these comments of wait, let's not judge him in a court of opinion, which I do agree with. But what I don't agree with is this Justice for Daniel Proof and websites popping up, garnering money to support his lawyer fees and stuff like that, which people have every complete right to do. But that they're being started by white people. It just seems to be happening a lot. Unarmed black people are being shot down like dogs, not only by police, but now you have this disturbed young man going up into a church, and gunning down Bible school people. Like I said on my other uploads, you can never realize fully what goes on in people's minds. And, people are the most complicated creatures on earth. You will never know why exactly this young man did what he did. He might give an excuse, but there's no rational reason to come to where you would have to go into a church and shoot up anybody, let alone black people. But my thoughts on it is that it had to have been racially motivated. Maybe he was bullied by some black kids in his school. He's 21, 22 years old, I believe. So maybe something happened in his life that black people affected him so much that he thought he had to take it out on them and kill 9 people. But he has been apprehended, and now the justice system is going to grind its way and take its course. Let me know what you guys think about this situation with Mr. Roof. And I will give my thoughts on another topic at another time. Thanks for listening. This has been Kentucky for My Thoughts On. Peace.